Good morning, back from Georgetown in Malaysia. Today I'm at Armenian Park and we're going to be exploring more of Georgetown today, and more namely Cornwallis Castle that was built by the British in the late 18th century, fight against the pirates who are. The Armenian Park is a very beautiful place. I couldn't do nothing yesterday because I had an absolute nightmare. If you watched my last vlog, I got some prawns with noodles. Well, I've always said, I don't know why I did that, but I've always said on this channel, don't eat seafood from a street food stall because they've got no refrigeration. What do? Second day in Malaysia, go and buy some prawn, go and get some prawns and noodles from a street food stall. So yeah, food poisoning, the stomach's been turned inside out. I'm on a strict diet. Eggs, toast, very plain, crackers, porridge and bananas. That's what I've been eating all day yesterday. That's what I'm going to be eating all day today. So you probably won't be seeing any food today. Well, if I walk past any, I'll show you. But I won't be eating it. Not unless I can see something that's very plain. Because I want to travel tomorrow. I want to go down to Ipoh. That's just on that sort of like the entrance place to the Cameron Islands. So I'm heading further south. Yeah, food poisoning, absolute nightmare. The last 2 nights I've been having crazy nightmares. Just seeing things in my sleep, talking in my sleep, waking up talking. I never ever do that. That's why I've been able to stay in hostels, because I don't talk in my sleep. But with the food poisoning, it just turned me crazy. Like, I thought there was people in my room last night, and I'm in a very small room. I'll show you my accommodation at the end of the day when I get back and see what you think about it. And Georgetown's not the cheapest place because it's very touristy, so it's not easy to find the rooms at the right price. But I found a canny place for the right price. Yeah, the dreams last night, God, it was crazy. And talking in my sleep, I've got my own little private room, but I'm in quite close proximity to 4 other people. And it must have been a nightmare for them the last couple of nights. I have just little things. I was just waking up all the time. I had mad crazy nightmares. And then you end up with talking before you wake up. And I just realised, like, that when I was waking up, that I was talking in my sleep. And the worst one, I watched the Leeds match the other day against Ipswich, where we won 3-0, by the way. And we hit the post quite a few times, and that was in my mind. It was in my dream. Nightmare. And so I realised one time I woke up, went, oh, and then another time I went like, ooh. So it must have sounded like the wrong activity in the room. So that was very embarrassing. No one said anything anyway, but yeah, crazy nightmares, crazy dreams. Yeah, sorry, I was on a bit of a coughing fit there. That's brought on by the dehydration from the stomach infection. So yeah, I've been coughing a lot, but I've also been drinking a lot of the oral salts, the electrolyzes it. Yeah, I can't recommend these enough, and they're cheap in Malaysia, cheaper than Thailand. Electrolytes, that's it. So yeah, you can get these in Malaysia from the chemist, and you just add it to your water, and I think they were about 6 pence for one sachet, and you can drink 4 a day. But that really helps your rehydration, especially if you get an infection like I did. Right, we're heading down to Fort Cornwallis. I'll see if there's anything you can see on the way. There's a fire station. Bomber, does that mean fire? Or is that also like the bomb squad? Oh no, best organisation, multi-skill skills and brave attitude. been told there's a lot of unrest about Malaysia at the moment. So I've got to watch what I'm doing. Oh, there's some nice street arts. I was going to take you over to see this fella over here. Loads of street art in Georgetown Penang. Yeah, it's a very old fire station, 1908. Lovely. As I said in yesterday's vlog, come to Malaysia, Georgetown in Penang. It's an area within like Penang Island. It's a great place to visit. It really is. Very multicultural. There's loads of street food that you've got to watch out for. As I mentioned yesterday, the dark oil, the seafood on the street food stands. You've got to really watch what you're doing, but it's brilliant. The nightlife looked great here, although I'm not drinking. It looks really, really good. Alcohol and food poisoning does not mix. Off the quick here for the traffic. This is Little India in Penang. Salamat Datang ke. Have a little walk through here. Labua Pasar. Textiles, jewellery, sweets and savouries. If you remember when I was in Brickfields in Kuala Lumpur, that was a great area. In Bollywood, gold shops. Now, I bet on a night time this place will be bouncing, as was Brickfields. Brickfields was only one street, it was only a small area, but it was really, really good. And the food there, wow, the food was really cheap, really, really nice. Vintage vegetarian snacks, but no idea what any of them are. It's actually bigger than what I thought. It's bigger than Brickfields. And this is the Georgetown Malaysian Railway building. It looks empty from what I can see from outside here. It's a beautiful building. Looks like a big colonial building with a spire on top with a clock tower. Check out on the front. We're just getting down near towards the coast now, right near Fort Cornwallis. I think this is the front. Not much to see there. The building's lovely. Loads of beautiful buildings, really is. And this one here is the Pajong City Marina, Penang. The colour part apparently. How do I get up? I will say one thing about Georgetown or Penang. The sewage system stinks. Everywhere you walk, you can smell the drainage coming from the sewers. I know it's very dry at the moment, there's been no rain, but yeah, the smell is unbearable sometimes. And a lot of the sewage systems are open, so if you're not watching where you're going, that's where you're going, you're heading down there. I mean, like, there's gaps bigger than that, like twice the size of that, just when you're walking down the street. And it's open, you're just walking down, looking at a building, and push, you're down into the sewage system. Well, if I remember rightly, it was dark when I got here, so I think that is where I might be getting the ferry from tomorrow. I'm not overly sure, but it looks like that. The city's absolutely full of old colonial buildings. A lot of them have been restored as well, so they look beautiful, like that one. Smile Bay. Now hopefully I'm travelling tomorrow. There's going to be stomach crazy up here. As you know, I'm travelling with an upset stomach. No good. But what I'm going to be doing is getting the ferry from here back to Butterworth, then getting a train from Butterworth to Ipoh, which is, I'd say, it's about 2 hours. Then I'll see then, but I'm going to go to the Cameron Highlands. You want Thai food here? No problem at all. Let's go to the Royal Chulang. This is what I mean by the sewerage system. But that's nothing. That's nothing towards in the middle of the city. You've got big massive shuttles, tubes going down, and it's a lot worse than that. That was dry. In the city they're not. They've still got like a bit of gunge all running through it all the time, and that's what really stinks. Sorry, I'm trying to talk louder for the traffic. I thought I'd been able to go in there and show you Sweetenham Pier. Obviously you can see it's no entry, and there's a port police. Although I have just seen him go out and go into that building behind. Okay, if it was hotel security, I'd go in, but they'd probably shoot me. All hail the Queen! This is in commemoration of Queen Victoria's Jubilee, 60th Jubilee. It was built in 1897. And you have a lovely roundabout just over the road. All the buildings, apart from that monstrosity. Also in Penang, you've got a national park, there's zoos. Obviously I don't like zoos. I don't like seeing any caged animals. But because basically they've been taken out of the wild, put in a cage, and then people charge us to go and see them. Wrong. Go to them places and go and see them in the wild. If that's what you want to do. National parks are my worst performing vlogs. So I'm not travelling all the way over to the other side of the island, which is a long way, for a worst performing vlog. Now this is Fort Cornwallis. Like you see, it was built in the late 1800s by the British to keep out the pirates. And for him to use as a toilet, apparently. Now I know it's 20 ringgit to get in for foreign nationals and 10 ringgit for Malays, which is ironic considering we built it. $1786 says up there. So this is Fort Cornwallis. Looks like there's been some sort of a market event going on. Now you can get free guided tours in your entry at 10, 12, 2 and 4. It's now 1 o'clock, so I missed the boat. And on coming in, you can get a free bottle of water, or you can get a beer. You can get a free beer or a free bottle of water. I opted the water because I'm going to use my electrolyte. As I said yesterday, it's very, very humid in Georgetown or Penang. Another thing I've been told by my subscribers is to watch out filming police and the army, because they don't like it. I could risk getting arrested, so yeah, I'll be watching out for that one. I did a little bit when I was in Hatchai, when I filmed them pulling people. Privacy interest, there's a lot of unrest, like I said earlier, in Malaysia. So you've got to really be careful what you're doing when you've got the camera. It's lovely and tranquil here, listening to the birds. Take it this is one of the tents what they used to use, or a similar one. There's a Malaysian flag on entry, no British flag. Being an old British fort, disappointing. I might ask them on the way out. Staff working hard as always. You could be on a dinner break. And that is the old Fort Cornwallis lighthouse. I don't think you can get in there. Looks like the mast of a boat. It's been renovated a couple of times in 1914 and 1918. Then it got changed to Penang Lighthouse. Covered by trees. There's a little description if you want to pause it. 21 metres tall. Renovated in 1914, 1925, sorry. Its name was changed to Penang Harbour Lighthouse. Plenty of places to get a beer in here. There's Connor's, named after my son, obviously. I can get a coffee. Nice place to sit. Next to a generator. I don't know what them tents are all about. I thought the other one might have been a replica of what we used to use, but doesn't look like it. You're going to go and have a lie down. There was an airbed in there, have you never seen? Looks like the whole lots of events up here. This is obviously the proximity to the sea. Look how blue the sea is. I'll have a little walk down there after I've been in here. And just imagine him here fighting against the pirates. Obviously that building wasn't there. All this coastline would have been built on. We would have probably have gone to the end of the grass. That's where they've got a better shot at the enemy. There's a bunker. Beautiful inside, coconut trees. Bringing history to life. Now that one there is aimed straight to the lighthouse. So I don't know how that worked. In this fort there are many cannons. In 1808 there were 17 laid in the fort. The British authority had taken these cannons from pirates who invaded the monarchy of Johor. Johor's down the south of Malaysia, which was in rule of the Dutch in 1871. The British used 29 types of weapons, and one of them was the Sri Rambai cannon. Something like What a size they are. Whee! Beautiful coastline. I'm jumping up and down platforms here, so the camera's going. I do apologise. So this is the Miriam Sri Rambai cannon. Or Sri Rambai, Sri Rambai. I'm going to pause that and have a look. Get it through the big cannon. I love my history, I really do. And I can only just imagine them sat behind this, or not sat in front of it, or not sat behind it. They'll have got a bit of a backlash. But yeah, just fancy that. Looks like that one's aiming for that ship over there. And bars on the windows. Actually, this might have been a little jail. There's a sign here. We'll soon find out. A gunpowder magazine. Constructed in 1814, a magazine located at the northwest bastion of the fort. Was used to store explosives. Its pillbox shaped design with thick walls was meant to minimise damage in the event of an explosion. So in case they got hit by one, they never lost all the explosives. It's a shame they can't go in there. I found myself a nice little seat. I think it's been here since the fort was built. I've just had my electrolyte. A bit of recuperate, then we'll move on. Actually, we'll move on now. It's been well looked after, hence the fee. The start-shaped Fort Cornwallis stands at the place where Francis Light, and this is Francis Light, as the first stockade means some iron-powered trunks erected. It's quickly replaced by a brick fort and old buildings within the walls. Crystal shaped chapel, Christian chapel, and the gunpowder magazine still stand. Where's the chapel? Oh, it's over there. Fort Cornwallis was gazette on the 18th September under the Iniquities Act as an ancient monument and historical site. There he is, Fort Cornwallis, Fort Cornwallis, Fort Angel. Fort Francis Light. Get it right, Richy. I don't know if you can read that. In the beginning, the bronze statue was first placed in the southern part of the fort at the site where it first landed in 1786, before the outbreak of the Second World War. 1786. The statue was then placed at the High Court building. Alright, the Second World War they replaced it to the Penang State Museum in 1965. Eventually the statue was brought again to the site where it was originally placed in the Department of Museums in 2003. If you observe closely, you will notice that the sword that was supposed to be hung at the waist of the statue is missing. The sword was believed to have been melted to produce weapons for the Japanese army during the Japanese occupation. So where was the sword? That's a paper of some sort. Oh, the sword must have been coming out of here, out of that pouch. That was melted down by the Japanese army. Or for against the Japanese army. I don't know. Was Malaysia invaded by the Japanese? Was it occupied by the Japanese? If any of you guys, let me know in the comments. These must have been where all the soldiers were housed, at the furthest point away from where they could obviously get bombed. And there's the chapel. It's a shame that these places aren't open. The chapel and the bunker. No idea what they are. Nothing to say. Oh, it's Caravan Lane? Carnarvon Lane. The one at the back's Melee Street. World Key. I don't know what the significance of these are. They're all colonial buildings, are they? St George's Church. Can't read it though, it's faded away. Now a lot of this is still being renovated, so you won't be able to see. So you got to open this open a bit. God, that's heavy. Yeah, it's still being renovated. Julia Street, Queen Street, Market. Beach Street, we walked on that there. Beach Street again. Church Street, World Key. That one's faded away. That was Beach Street, so we walked on them. We walked on and just coming down and saw them colonial buildings I showed you. That'll have been, that's what they were, them buildings. There's little models of them. I won't bore you with all the names. It's all part of the construction, part of the brick, gunpowder. I wish you was something to tell us what these buildings were. Might have something down the bottom end. And when I looked before, these ones were empty. This would be the track what they used to move things about. We're on the camp, we're on the fort. For all heavy machinery and the cannons and what have you. Very interesting place. Look at see how thick the walls were. I didn't get an idea of that. Maybe it's 2 foot. 2 big feet. Probably 3, 2.5, 3. Yeah, these ones looked empty when I looked before. Yeah, empty. Go and have a look over the top. They must be constructing somewhere up there. Can't get up. It's all been newly done. Yeah, we're back to where we started. There's Fort Cornwallis. This is the port side of the fort. These are doing the old putting the birdseed food down. And then they're getting a bike, hiring a bike out, letting people drive through, and then he stamps the ground and the bike drives through, the birds flying in the air. Very corny. I've seen a lot of that in Chiang Mai. So straight opposite where the cannons are pointing, it's at the Royal Malaysian Navy. And I'm just just walking over towards the sea. A commemoration for the soldiers that died in the war. Don't know what that flag is. Again, if anyone knows, please hit me up on the messages. For the First, Second World War. The Siam-Burma Death Railway, which I've covered a lot in Kanchanaburi. One of my friend's grandfather, Jay, died in the construction of that. How glorious dead, least we forget. It's a great message. Never forgotten. The Malayan Emergency, 1948 to 1960. I'm not sure what that is. The Indonesian Confrontation and the Resurgency period. And I think, looking on Google Maps, that this is the town hall. It's again another beautiful building. Is that the Penang flag? The yellow, white and blue one? Not sure. Juang Padaya. Lovely park over the road. The Penang City Hall, opened in 1903, typifies an impressive Victorian style public architecture seen in many of Malaysia's buildings of this period. Today the municipal councillors still meet in the wood panelled council chambers of the City Hall. Penang City Hall was gazetted in 1982 under the Histories Act. That is an awesome building. And this one's the town hall. So we're at the town hall and the city hall. City hall. So is this the Georgetown town hall? And that one the Penang City Hall? I'm guessing so. There's no path for this one. Well, I'm heading back. I'll show you my accommodation. I've walked in the miles again today. We've seen plenty. Seen the Armenian quarter, the Armenian side of Georgetown, the Little India. First we go down the port. Cornwallis Castle, of course. And all the colonial buildings. As you can see, it's a beautiful place. If there's anything on the way back to my accommodation, I will surely show you. There's an awful lot of old cultural buildings on the way back, temples and what have you. Something called Nin Yong Temple. And opposite, the good, the bad and the ugly. And these balloons, or whatever they are, lanterns, they're all over Georgetown, everywhere. Which is nice when they light up on a night. This is the Masjid Kapitan Kalin Mosque. The Pakistan flag up there. And this is the accommodation where I'm staying, Kimberley Street. remember did when I did Chinatown is just down there, so where it was really busy and not far away. And I started the vlog off at this pink building here. So yeah, I'm just outside the centre, and this is it, 24 Kimberley Cafe Guest House. 24 Kimberley because that's the address. It's at 24 Kimberley. And I've got my shoe in the door. We've got the digital system to get in, as always. So when you're coming in, the lady gives you a number, and when they're not here, you can just swipe yourself in with your number. Right, you've got loads of amenities here. A little oven, the kettle down there, and the toaster, the kettle's on the corner. Toaster, coffee maker, all your pots, pans, spices, salt, pepper, a little grill. Find these in quite a few places. Big fridge is great. Big seating area. That's where you get the waters for your hot water and your cold water. There's a lovely Australian lady that I've been talking to who's been helping me right out. Christmas tree still up. And I'm up on the first floor. I'm going to be trying to be quiet because I don't know how many people are in my room. But you have dorm rooms here, and you have little private rooms. Oh gosh, I'll go this way. This one's a dorm room, and it's just like your regular dorm. The lady just showed me where, like that's where she's staying until tomorrow. And they're just like your regular beds, four beds in a room, bunk beds. Just being quiet because I don't want to risk waking anyone up. I don't know if there's anyone in there, obviously, because you've got them little enclosed rooms. It's great. I've loved staying here from the time in Georgetown. There's another little seating area downstairs with a few books. There's no washing machine, but you can use buckets, which people have been doing. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, as always. A shower and a toilet in that one. And there's a normal shower. Hot water as well, it's really good. There's a normal shower, and again on the other side, a toilet and a shower. With hot water, it's really good, can't complain. This is just a little seating area up the back. This is where people come out to smoke and just sit down. But I've never seen anyone out here. I've never been out here, to be honest with you. Danger. What's that all about? Might be a power plant thing. Yeah, it's great. I've really enjoyed my time staying here. It's £10 a night. £10 a night. So you can't complain. We're just outside the centre of Georgetown. It's a lovely lane that I showed you yesterday. It's maybe 8-minute walk, which I won't be going to tonight. Not after last night's debacle in the street food market, especially with my stomach. I'm on a banana bread porridge diet, plain food diet, and hopefully I will be able to travel tomorrow. Now the IPO idea, I'm not too sure after speaking to somebody. I don't know, we'll find out. I wanted to use the train system instead of going on the tour buses, so that was the idea behind that, and then travel from there maybe into the Cameron Highlands. But we'll see. Tomorrow's a new surprise to you and me. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye from Georgetown.